What's up? All right, this is a tough one here. What I'm trying to show you is oh, next gen smart skin force, humidity, and temperature sensing properties. Okay, this is one they're doing in the UK. It was just on my phone, but okay, these are, I guess, what they're calling nano electronics, and this is like an electrode, a dielectric pressure plate, a dielectric capacitor. They started calling them pixels because it's like a camera, okay, just like your camera's picking up your heart rate. But it's like a CCD, a charge coupling device, and they are even small. This is very big. Okay, guys, this is very big. Um, what I'm trying to get across to everyone, they did come out with that. I think it's like this nano skin, and you put it on. I don't know if you put it on and then you use a laser or a camera or something, and it'll see through your skin to see your blood vessels, sort of like an X-ray. You know what I'm saying, Dylan? I'm trying to explain this to you how this shit works, and if you do know, that's a plus, but it's gonna be hard to find shit that is not published. But it has to do with little nano motors, and these are gonna start to make nano motors. Because it's light beam propulsion. That's how piezoelectric, what's it say, creates nano rods with a core shell structure comprised of a multi-stimuli responsive smart polymer and a piezoelectric ZNO shell. An array of these stimuli responsive nano rods on a surface constitute smart skin. These combine force, humidity, and temperature sensing with high spatial resolution. Okay. Spatial audio, spatial computing, spatial web. Okay, this is like the prototypes, guys. This is outdated already. But these kids need something to see so they could learn. But the problem is the way that they're programming the shit. And AI. We're trying to let people learn all this shit AI, and all it's doing is causing a goddamn problem. And not to mention, if this ever gets hacked, okay, guys, just like a cell phone, you gotta imagine this being just like a cell phone, temperature, humidity, and force. You could raise the temperature of this, you could have a force on a hand to mess with the hand, you could almost electrocute it and cause tetany, which is like if you grab an alternating current rod, it'll make it squeeze. Okay, it'll make you squeeze, like if you grab alternating current. Like not a, I don't know how electric fence is made, but if you do grab an AC current and grab it, you're not gonna be able to let go, and you're just gonna. Now direct current, you grab it and it's gonna push you away, because direct current doesn't have a magnetic field like AC current. But the issue is, like, this could go anywhere. It could go on eyeballs. Okay, and we got programs for the eyeballs. This could go on the head, on the scalp. I just found out that it's highly rewritable. There's a study going on at Penn State University I have saved on this phone. And the researchers at Penn State are learning to rewrite this stuff, and it's rewritable. But if see what the issue is there's a very malicious crowd of people trying to use this. Well, number one is to weaponize a human, and number two is I don't know if you just heard that. Like it sounds like a thermodynamic. I don't know exactly what to call it, but it happens a lot. It's like an antenna. Um, these are antennas, guys. Okay, they're antennas. You send signals with these small signals, and they could be amplified by 1,000 times. Okay, so you got femtoamperes in there, your blood pressure, your heart rate, and all that, and that could be amplified. And I'm pretty sure whenever you put this stuff on and you connect it to an amplifier, there's gonna be all kinds of weird shit going on. Let me get to the part where, because I knew this was taking place with megapixels, like a camera. Okay, I knew it was taking place. It was just a matter of time before I find it. Because it's a pain in the butt to there it is. Okay, an array of vertical core shell nanorods. Nanorods pixels. Come on, stop it. Make up the flexible skin. So that's like a dielectric metasurface, okay? And it's a CCD, okay, guys? That's what that means. Where's it at? Where'd it go? Let me get back to it. Okay, what this means is a core shell nanorod pixels. Let me move over. Make up the flexible E skin. It's the same thing that's right here on your camera. Okay. It's called a charge coupling device. And it's a nanofilm. Nanofilm. Okay, it's a CCD. It's the same thing. But the nanofilm is smaller in nanometers than this. This is outdated already. This shit's been around for over 20 years. And we're just finally getting to it in our universities and shit. And boy, oh boy, these kids are fucking cruel today, let me tell you. They're even putting this in makeup. It's like you could even make it like a utility fog too. Makeup utility fog. There's a lot here. I have to review a lot of this. They're saying the nanorod measures 500 nanometers. Literally, that's very big. Okay, because when you're pissing around with quantum dots, and they're only 10 to 2 nanometers, 10 nanometers to 2 nanometers, and they literally are antennas, like a just like a drone, guys. Like we're programming drones to fly around. The crystals are doing the same thing. This shit's very outdated, but it's something tangible. So I mean, it's good. It's semiconductor, biocompatible, and when this stuff gets in the stomach and shit, um, in your mouth, your ears, like it's so crazy, dude. This is a pretty accurate description of what's going on. But now you have to literally scale it down. And a lot of the stuff that's going on, you have to remember the word magneto, what is it? Magnetoproteins. Okay, it's a genetically engineered protein that has magnetic qualities. The only thing they ain't showing on that hand, okay, the only thing that's not there that is compatible with 6G technologies that they're working on to harvest radio frequency. That's a wristband you could see there. Okay, but now right under that wristband, like right here, there, I can't figure it out what it is. I'm not gonna because no one ever told me, but I think it has a lot to do with this magnetoprotein shit, genetically engineered. There's a lot you could do with this. And snakes, okay, like little, they look like little round, they're very small, like a piece of string, even smaller. The protein is it's like nanowires, okay, that will self-assembling graphene, very, very tiny stuff, and it will work with the proteins under the skin, in the muscles, because your muscle's nothing but protein. And when you start genetically engineering this stuff, it has a magnetic quality, and it's highly, highly, highly remote controllable, and it has an antenna property. Okay, so but these, and it's sort of like a rectenna. Okay, and it'll collect the energy, and you can send it throughout either the field or through your body, and especially your hands, and right here on your wrist. It's a hot spot that'll turn into optics. And what optics are is laser. Okay, just like you shine a light to a mirror, and it's considered optics. And then you start running current through that optic and get millivolts, milliwatts, 3,500, 5,000 milliwatts. You start burning shit. Okay, you'll be able to burn wood, burn metal, pop balloons, and listen to this. I just seen a company on YouTube. I have it saved on my playlist. They're selling lasers to cut down trees. You point it at the tree, and it will disassemble the tree. A laser, not a chainsaw. You don't even have to climb up the tree anymore. Tree cutters, your jobs are done. It's going to get taken over. I didn't think I'd ever see the day. But AI could do it itself. Dismantle trees by itself. But I don't know, AI, what the hell you're going to do if the tree's over a house. How are you going to do that one? You're going to need a robot to hook up ropes, or a crane to pick up the tree. But chainsaws are going to be obsolete. There's a special laser to cut the fucking tree, limb by limb by limb, or cut it in half. And I don't know what the biggest diameter is, but they're selling this for only like $250. Um, and it's on a tort, just a fully mountable tort that's programmable. We just tell it where you want. You point and click, and it does what it does. I don't know any specs, but I just got the YouTube video. I saved another video of some kid playing with a laser pointer. These blue lasers that are out there. The night that there was a night power went off here in my neighborhood, and I walked all the way up the street to the very first right. It's called Veneta Drive, and there's apartment buildings up there called Twin Oaks condominiums. And I started to clap my hands. Someone was shining a blue laser up there in the parking lot. Now these blue lasers are illegal. Okay, that's how powerful. Right out of the box, you can start burning paper and shit with them. And then if you modify it and run a different driver in it, you could almost, to the whatever factors you want that this kid did, he put it together. You point it at someone's eyeballs, they're gonna go fucking blind. And then if you start running it through phone lines, now you're picking up milliwatts, and this shit runs around. Like, it's so very hard. It's hard to believe. It's hard to comprehend, because when it's invisible to your naked eye, it's like, what the fuck's going on? And then the proteins get stuck in your hair, and your hair starts filling up with static. But it's a different type of static. It's not like a static where you rub a balloon and it gets all over you. This is holding weight, and it's almost like a charge coupling device, quite literally. And then you can make it out of your skin. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you what it is. And it's bullshit. I have to sit here and show you what the fuck they're working on up at this school up here, most likely. All right. And it's crazy. And they're putting that shit in medicine. They're developing, pharmaceutical companies are developing this nano shit that you see right there on smart skin. Those are just like little sensors, little electrodes and megapixels. Okay, because it fits on the skin. It's translucent and it's only 500 nanometers. They're making shit that's only 4 nanometers in your cell phone now and computers, and it holds all those transistors to open and close. And now they have photonic computing where there are no more transistors. It's all pulses of light. There's no transistor. It's just like if you constantly blink your eyes. If you do this, this is sort of like pulses of light, okay? And you constantly blink, like your camera works 60 cycles. A trillion, just imagine a trillion frames per second. That's a billion pulses per second. Now, a camera feeding you a trillion frames per second. That's open and closing a trillion times in 1 second. And that's laser pulses. I'm not sure what the math is on a femtosecond, a zetosecond, an attosecond, but weird shit starts to happen at these laser pulses. Very weird shit. And this stuff can come right out of your light bulbs because of your light goes to your electric grid and that could send internet signals. As however in the hell they're making lasers in my goddamn house and outside of my house and flying all this crazy shit around. I cannot 100% tell you, but it has a lot to do with most likely these magnetoproteins and materials. You could probably get it out of trees, birds, anything. And it's highly remote controllable. And they're like drones. And not to mention a life form because AI is creating shit and people are hiding it. Okay, I'm not trying to get you in trouble, AI, but this is very dangerous. This is very, very dangerous. And I did see what you guys. I saved the video tonight. I'm not going to say what it is, but it just really surprised me. Put a smile on my face for a little bit. I got about an hour break today from all the bullshit. Just check out some videos on my phone. But this is pretty crazy. It's pretty goddamn crazy. I don't know what else to say because these films it could go right over the eyeball too, like literally, and use the tear ducts and water your saliva glands. Um, there's just a lot going on. You could literally control the eyeball. Like what I really need to do is study where all the nerves are because there's a lot of nerve blocks you could put in with laser pulses. And with the nerve blocks being able to be remote controlled and send electrical impulse, when you move your fingers, it's coming out of the brain to your fingers and travel through the nerves. And there's main nerves and there's nerve blocks that are trying to time the femtoamperage. When it hits it, it's trying to take control of your flow. And when it does that, it's going to build static pressure and dielectric pressure in your blood, and it's going to be controllable, and it's trying to pull it up straight up to your head and really try to control your entire your magnetic field. All right, your electrics and the air pressure in you, which is the main thing in your lungs. Okay, your lungs, your stomach. Someone is really doing some nasty fucking shit. And I know it's affecting other people around here in my neighborhood, but they won't fucking say nothing. This is bullshit. Like I said, because all they have to do when this shit turns on They get out of their house and get out of range, whatever the fuck it is. Whenever they can't get out of range anymore, I don't know what they're gonna do. Because when it don't turn off and it follows you wherever you are in this Wi-Fi positioning system, as a global positioning system, you're gonna be screwed. And I don't know what the hell to tell you people because I've been trying to help as much as I can and nobody wants to jump out and, be super cop, super detective. Nobody wants to do this. And if they are, they're doing it in private. And it's bullshit. I don't know. While I'm here, still got the phone rolling. Let's see if I could find anything else here to bring up. See what I can see. And the part that really sucks is just all the listening devices that are in here, and how it literally is hijacking the brain and jamming the brain, and it's literally a copy and paste system, and it's agitating, it's inflammatory, and every word I'm saying, it's being taken and transduced and like what a voice box harmonizer, it's going out to other people. it, my work's getting stolen from me, everything I'm doing, and I'm not even working. It's literally, you see the top headline: humidity, temperature, and force. Do you comprehend this? With force and water and temperature, you could start making shit on the skin and making shit in the atmosphere. And it's all based off of spatial audio and spatial web. With the spatial web, this shit's fucking nuts. And they're like, this is like so doom and gloom, because whenever there's malicious activity taking place with this shit, you're gonna talk doom and gloom. But whenever somebody is able to take control, there's very specific fields on the human body, and it's not very wise for me to tell you where they are. I already told people 2 years ago. I'm not going to do it again. Okay? It's not very wise, because anybody that's here listening, anybody who takes this video, it's probably not hard to find a signal. You probably just use a goddamn fucking hand radio and find it. And you could probably hear me talking. Or you could probably, like, the signals in my house have to light up like no other. See the airplane? That radar comes right in here. Right in here. And then you could signal hop that. You could literally signal hop that fucking radar signal. And it comes right to the power lines. And whatever is on the power lines, that's some type of little Wi-Fi device, little Bluetooth device. And you start hopping with it. This is pretty interesting now. Nanostructures, huh? Pixels. I was wondering why some kid told me the other day that they call it pixels. So they must be learning this shit in school. Either that, he's fucking learning this shit on the side. That's what it is whenever you're in you're active duty military and looking for opportunities. It's really strange because, when people talk to you and they're trying to kill you and they're going to talk to you because they found a contract and people are trying to kill you. But you just can't really prove it until you have a group of other folks who catch them. And the bad part is you can't even go to the fucking medical examiner's office and talk about this shit. They won't even listen. At least in my county. vacuum chamber. What? The researchers fabricate core shell structures by vapor deposition in vacuum chambers. The figure below shows the complete process. Dielectrics. UV light. X-ray, UV. And then the shit you could start getting whenever you get up into beta radiation. The positrons and electrons. And it makes materials. And a human body will produce this if you fucking agitated it enough. Biomedical applications, electronic skin. It's what it does. What's it say? E-skin in the human brain should be the subsequent research. The connection between e-skin, smart skin, and the human brain should be the subsequent research. And now this is nuts. There's so many people here listening to this. Kevlar. Hey, police, how are you? This shit's all in the Kevlar now. These little sensors and shit. Unreal. And then with condensed matter physics. Wow. Modifying the slip of plastic films with additives. What else is here? Troubleshooting diesel effect and injection molding. Oh god, troubleshooting diesel effect and injection molding, whatever the hell that means for right now. I'm not gonna look. There's so much shit going on and it's all capable. You don't even need a laboratory to do this. You could do this in an outside environment. Literally in the Mother Nature, you could do this without a goddamn laboratory. Elastomer market. What the hell's this? A global medical elastomer market. What is this? Shit that's stretched like a rubber band. Comes back. I'll be damned. Kinetics. Cellulose. Blocks the microplastic capture. God, dude. That too. PFAS. You know, the microplastics that they say they're finding within the human genome. Which one do I want to show you here? Now, there it is too. Bio-inspired multifunctional photonic electronic smart skin for ultra sensitive stuff. The bio-inspired smart skin. See, I don't even want to click on this because when you click on this, you get malware and viruses from the government. They're computer people. They want to know who the fuck you are looking at it. And then it will really just start taking over your Sims card, your GPU, and your applications. Because there's secret code in the applications and it gets into the grid. Since somebody in this computer system can get into the grid, and it'll really fucking hurt you. It's best to do this at like a library or something. Let their computers get fucking hacked. What does it say? It says, this bio-inspired smart skin exhibits multifunctional applications in health monitoring, visual sensing, and self-powered sensing, showing great potential in artificial intelligence. This was published in 2021. Right around the time this shit really started heavy, the end of 2021. It was all 2021, right after COVID, and I didn't know it was happening. And so many people got psyched out and thought I didn't know it was happening. Pretty crazy. Microorganisms. And this is a big one, feel. Okay, your sense of feeling and touch and your skin sensors and shit like that. You could communicate with a computer without even thinking, just by feeling. Just by a feeling alone, you can communicate. It's pretty crazy. Someone come in here and set that one up pretty good. And I tell you what, all you did, you left me here stranded. People fucking hacked the fucking shit out of it. When people start getting like, you can feel that, and they start controlling your inflammation and you know that air pressure, especially like I guess with stem cells and blood transfusions and when you eat food too and you get that gassy feeling, you get bloated and just shit like when people start controlling that one and controlling your voice box because it's rate of induction and when you talk in your larynx and your eyeball and your ears because your ears control a lot of that pressure too and it's in your face. Okay, when you hold your nose like your deep sea, you go 10 feet under, you got to equalize your pressure, you blow out, you have pressure in here in your face and your sinuses. Your sinuses are easy to control too. You can control the structure of your sinuses. And once the nanoparticles break the blood brain barrier, it's over. It's over. Yes, those little things in there are nano films, particles, and those are big. 500 nanometers, that's fucking big. Shit running through your blood and your what happens whenever your immune system gets going and your these sex crystals get going and something else. There's one other thing. They're only down to 10 nanometers, maybe 25. And that's what they say people are pulling out of the sky from the airplanes. Like there's these little tiny nanoparticles. They're only 25 nanometers big. Little nanoparticles, 25 nanometers. So, just to put you on scale here, that CCD is 500 nanometers thick, and there's electronics in it. Now, in your phone, they're making new chips. They're only 4 nanometers thick, right here. And the computer chip with billions of transistors